Mr. Horatio there.
A piece of him.
Welcome, Horatio. Welcome to Marcellus.
What? Has this thing appeared again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy, and will not let belief take hold of him, touching his strange sight or seen of us. Therefore, I have entreated him along with us to watch the minutes of this night, that if again this apparition come, he may approve our eyes and speak to it.
Just will not appear.
Sit down a while. And let us once again assail your ears that are so fortified against your story for what we have tonight seen.
Hey, prick me off! Look where it comes again!
Isn't the same figure like the king that's dead?
Now, our scholar, speak to it, Horatio!
This is not like the king? Mark it, Horatio!
Most like it fills me with fear and wonder.
It will be spoke to.
Speak to it, Horatio!
What art thou set this time of night? Together in that fair and warlike form in which the majesty of fair Denmark did sometimes march. Why haven't I charged thee speak?
It is offended!
See, it stalks away.
Speak! I charge thee speak!
Not answer!
How now, Horatio? This is not something more than a fantasy. What think you on it?
Before my God, I might not disbelieve without the true and sensible evoke in mine own eyes.
Is it unlike the king?
And thou art thyself, such was the very army he had on when he, the ambitious Norway, did combat. 'Tis strange.
Thus twice before, jumped at this hour, with martial stalk hath he gone by our watch.
And what particular thought to work, I know not, but in the grossing scope of mine opinion, this bars a strange eruption to our state. But so, look where he come again. I'll cross it, though it blast me. Stay, illusion! If thou hast any sound or use of voice that may do thee ease, or be grace unto me, speak! Stay, speak! Stop it, Marcellus! Do it, it will not stand!
Tis gone, we do it wrong, being so majestical to offer it to show of violence, for it is as the air, invulnerable, and our veins blows malicious mockery.
It was about to speak when the cock crew.
But then, it started like a guilty thing. But look, the morn in this russet mantle clad walks over the dew of high yon eastward hill. Break we up the watch. And by my advice, we impart what we have seen tonight to young Hamlet. For this, upon my life, his spirit, known to us, will speak to him.
Let's do it, I pray, and I this morning know where we shall find him. Most convenient.
Though yet of Hamlet, my dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that it us befitted bear our hearts with grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe. Yet so far hath discretion fought with nature, that we wise of sorrow think our head together with remembrances of ourselves. Therefore our sometime sister, now our queen, have we entwined with a defeated joy, with mirth and funeral and dirge marriage, taken to wife. Nor have we here embarred your bed of wisdoms, which have freely gone with this affair along. For all our thanks. And now, Laertes, what's the news with you? You have told us of some suit. What it is, Laertes?
My dread lord, your leave and favor to return to France, from whence, though willingly, I came to Denmark to show my duty in your coronation. Yet I must confess, now that duty done, my thoughts and wishes bend towards France again, and vow them to gracious leave and pardon.
Have your father's leave. What says Polonius?
My lord wrung from me my slow leave. By magnificent petition, and at last, see, I sealed my heart consent. I do beseech you, give him leave to go.
Take thy fair hour, Laertes. Time be thine, and thy best graces spend them at thy will. And now, our cousin Hamlet and our son.
A little more than candy and less than kind.
How is it that clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord. I am too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy nighted color off, and let thine eyes look like a friend on Denmark. Do not forever thy veil liz. Seek for thy noble father in the dust. passing through nature to eternity.
Aye, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam? Nay, it is. I know not seems. 'Tis not alone my inky cloak, good mother, nor customary suits of solemn black, nor windy suspiration of forced breath, no, nor the fruitful river in the eye, nor the dejected behavior of the visage, together with all forms, moods, shapes of grief that can denote me truly. These indeed seem, for they are actions that a man might play, but I have that within which passions show. These but the trappings and the suits of woe.
'Tis sweet and commendable of your nature, Hamlet, to give these morning duties to your father, but you must know, your father lost a father, that father lost his, and the survivor bound in filial obligation for some term to do obsequious sorrow. But to persevere in obstinate condonement is a course of impious stubbornness. 'Tis unmanly grief. It shows a will most incorrect to heaven. We pray that you will think of us as of a father. You are the most immediate to our throne, and with no less ability of love than that which a dearest father bears to his son going heart toward you. For your intent in going back to school in Winterberg is most retrograde to our desire. We beseech you, bend you to remain here in the cheer and comfort of our eyes, our chiefest courtier cousin, and our son.
Let not thy mother lose her prayers, Hamlet. I pray thee, stay with us, go not to Wittenberg.
I shall in all my best obey you, madam.
'Tis a loving and a fair reply. He is ourself in Denmark. Madam, come.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. Or that the everlasting cannot fix his cat against self-slaughter. Oh, God, how weary, stale, flattened, unprofitable seems to me all the uses of this world. All 5 months, all 5. 'Tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed. Things great and gross in nature possess it merely that it should come to this. But 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king was this, that was Hyperion to his satyr, so loving to my mother, he might not be teemed the winds of heaven's visit her face too roughly. Oh, heaven and earth, must I remember? Why, she should hang on him as an increase of appetite had grown and bite would have fed on, and yet within a month? Let me not think on it. Frailty, thy name is woman.
Hail to your lordship!
I am glad to see you well, Horatio, or I do forget myself.
The same, my lord, your poor servant ever.
Oh, sir, I will change that name with you. And what make you from Wittenberg, Horatio?
A truant disposition. Good, my lord.
I will not hear your enemy say so. But what is your affair in Elsinore?
My lord, I came to see your policy.
Aye, pretty folks, do not mock me. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, it followed hard upon, my lord.
Threat, Horatio. The funeral baked meats probably did furnish forth the marriage tables. Would I have met my dearest foe in heaven? Or ever had I seen that day, Horatio? My father. Methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
Yes, I saw him once. A goodly king.
He was a man taken for all in all. I shall not look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesterday night.
Saw who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king? My
I'm
father?
not seizing your admirations with an intent yet, till I may deliver this marvel to you.
For God's love, let me hear it.
Now, 2 nights together, the gentlemen Marcellus and Bernardo, on their watch in the dead wasting middle of the night, had been thus encountered by a figure like your father, armed at point exactly capé, appears before them in solemn march and walks slow and stately by the thrust. He appeared before their oppressed and feared surprised eyes within his truncheon flint, whilst they, distilled almost to jelly, with act of fear stand dumb and speak not to them. Now, this to me in dreadful secrecy did they impart, and I with them on the third night kept watch, whereas prepared both in time and form of the thing the admiration appears. I knew your father, and those hands are not the moonlight.
But where was this?
My lord, upon the platform with the watch.
Did you not speak to it?
I did, my lord, but answer made it none. Yet once methought it lifted up his head, and it did address itself as it would speak, but the morning cock crew loud, and at the sound of it shook the wind hasted. It was from my sight.
'Tis very strange.
As I do live, my good lord, 'tis true, and I felt it writ down in my duty to let you know of it.
Indeed, sir. But this troubles me. Holding the watch tonight?
They do, my lord.
Armed, say you?
Armed, my lord.
Then saw you not his face.
Oh, yes, look, he wore his beaver up.
What looked to you? Frowningly?
Her countenance more in sorrow than in anger.
I would have been there.
You would have been much amazed.
Very light, very light. Stayed it long?
What, one with modern taste could tell 100.
His beard was risen. No?
As I had saw it once in his lifetime. Silver.
I will watch tonight. Perchance we'll walk again.
Once. It's weird.
If it is to my noble father's person, I will speak to it as though hell itself should gape, and bid me hold my peace. I pray you, if you have hitherto concealed this sight, let it be tenable in your silence still. And whatsoever else shall have tonight, give it an understanding but no tongue. I will requite your love, so fare you well. Upon the platform, twixt 11 and 12, I will visit you.
My duty to your honor, my lord.
Yours is mine to you. Farewell.
Farewell.
My father's spirit, in ours. All is not well. I doubt some foul play. For the night would come. Till then, sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all the earth overwhelm them to men's eyes.
My necessaries embarked. Farewell. And sister, as the one to give benefits and convey his assistant, do not sleep, but let me hear from you.
Do you doubt that?
For Hamlet in the trifling of his favor, hold in a fashion in a toy and blood, a violet in the creamy youth of nature, forward not lasting, the perfume and succulence of a minute, no more.
No more, but so?
Think it no more. Then waive what loss your honor may sustain. If with too crediting ears you list his songs, or lose your heart or your chaste treasure open to his unmastered importunity, fear it, Ophelia, my dear sister, fear it, and keep you in rear of your affection, out of shock and danger of desire.
I shall be effective with your good lesson.
Yet here, Laertes? Abort for shame! Why are you stayed for? There. My blessing on thee, and these few precepts in thy memory. Look thou character, give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Those friends thou hast in their adoption tried, grapple them into thy soul with hoops of steel. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulleth the edge of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it shall follow as the night the day, that thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell. My blessing this indeed.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord.
Go. The thoughts invest you. Go, your servants tend.
Farewell. And Ophelia, do remember well what I have said to you.
'Tis in my memory locked and keep, and you yourself shall hold the key to it.
Farewell.
What is so fairly he has said to you?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Marry well bethought. 'Tis told me he has given much private time to you of late, and you yourself have of your audience been most free and bounteous. What is between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath, my lord, of many late-made tenders of his affection to me.
Affections? Ha! You speak like a green girl, unsifted in such perilous circumstances. Do you believe these tenders, as you so call them?
My lord, I do not know what I should think.
Mary, I will teach you. Think yourself a baby who is taking these tenders for true pay, which are not sterling. Tender yourself more dearly, or not to crack the wind of an ill phrase, you'll tender me a fool. I would not, in plain terms, from this time forward have you slander so a moment's leisure as to give words and talk to the Lord Hamlet. Look to it. I charge you. Come your ways.
I shall obey, my lord.
The air bites shrewdly. It is very cold.
It is a nipping and eager air.
What hour now?
I think it lacks 12.
No, it is struck.
Indeed, I heard it not. It then draws near the season wherein the spirit had its wont to walk. What does this mean, my lord?
The king doth wake tonight, and takes his rouse, keeps wassail and the swaggering upspring reels, and as he drains his draughts and reddish down, the kettle drum and trumpet thus bray out the triumph of his pledge.
Is this a custom?
Aye, marry, yes. But to my mind, though I am native here and born in the manor, it is a custom more honored in the breach than the observance.
Look, my lord, it comes!
Angels and ministers of grace defend us. Be thou the spirit to help her of God and damn. Thou comes in such a questionable shape that I will speak to thee. I will call thee Hamlet? King? Father? Royal King? Well, answer me.
It beckons you to go away with it, as if in some impartment desire to you alone.
With courteous action, it leads you to a more removed ground, but do not go with it.
No, by no means.
It will not speak. I'll follow it.
Do not, my lord.
What should be the fear? Did I set my life at a pen's fee? And for my soul, being a thing immortal as itself, what can it do? It weighs me forth again. I'll follow it.
Do not, my lord.
Hold off your hand.
Be ruled, my
My
lord.
faint bright sound makes each petty artery in my body as hard as the meaniest lion nerve. I say away. Go on, I'll follow thee.
Let's follow. 'Tis not thus fit to obey him.
After, what issue will this come?
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Heaven will direct it.
Nay, let's follow him.
Whither wilt thou lead me? Speak. I'll go no further.
Mark me.
I will.
My hour's almost come when I too, sulphurous and tormenting flames, must render up myself.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but let the seer's hearing to what I shall unfold.
Speak, I'm bound to hear.
So art thou to revenge when thou shalt hear.
What?
I and my father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and the days confined to fast and fires, for the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. But list, oh list, if thou dost ever thy dear father love.
Oh, God.
Revenge is foul and unnatural murder.
Murder?
Murder most foul, as in the best there is. This most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Haste me to note that I, with wings as swift as mediation, and the thoughts of love shall sweep to my revenge.
I find the act, and thus should it be that the fat weed that roots itself at ease on left wharf. Wouldst thou not stir in this? Now, Hamlet here, this giving out that, sleeping within my orchard. A serpent did sting me, so the whole ear of Denmark is by a forged process of my death, rankly abused. But know, thy noble youth, the serpent that stung thy father's life now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul, my uncle?
Aye, that incestuous, that adulterous beast, with witchcraft of his wits and traitorous gifts, so to seduce one by his shameful lust, the will of thy seeming virtuous queen. But soft, methink I sense the morning air, brief, let me be. While sleeping within my orchard, my customs always of the afternoon, upon my secure hour, thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed Ebona in a vial, and in the porches of my ears did pour the leprous distillment, whose effect has such an amenity with the blood of man. It was swift as quicksilver. It courses through the natural gates and alleys of the body, and with a sudden vigor it does possess, and curd like eager droppings into milk that fed in wholesome blood, so did it mine. It was an instant terror. It barked about most lazar-white and vile and lonesome crust, all my smooth body. Thus was I, sleeping by a brother's hand, of life, of crown, of queen, once dispatched, cut off in the blossoms of my sins with no reckonings made, but sent to my account with all of my imperfections on my head. Oh horrible, oh horrible, oh horrible! If thou hast nature in thee, bear it not. Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch of luxury and damn incest. The glowworm shows the matin to be near, and gins to pale his uneffectual fire. Adieu, 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 remember me.
Oh, you host of heaven. Oh, earth, what else? Shall I couple hell? Oh, fire, oh, my heart! And you, my sinews, do not grow innocent, oh, but bear me safely up. Remember thee! And yea, from the table of my memory, I'll wipe away all trivial fallen records, and like a mammoth shall all alone live in the book and volume of my brain, unmixed with baser matter. Yes, my heaven! Oh, you most pernicious woman. You villain, villain, smiling damn villain!
My lord!
Lord Hamlet!
Heaven secure him!
So be it.
How is it, my noble lord?
What news, my lord?
Oh, wonderful.
Good, my lord, tell it.
No, you will reveal it.
Not I, my lord, by heaven.
Nor I, my lord.
How say you then when harder men come to think it? But you keep secret?
I, by heaven, my lord.
Never make known what you have seen here tonight.
Oh, my lord, we will not.
Nay, but swear it.
In good faith, my lord, not I.
Nor I, my lord, in faith.
Upon my sword.
We have sworn, my lord, already.
Indeed, upon my sword, indeed.
Swear!
Ha ha, boy! Say'st thou so? Art thou there, true Penny? Come on, you hear this fellow in the cellarage. Consent to swear.
Oh, day and night! But this is a wondrous strange.
And therefore, as a stranger, give it welcome. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. But come, here, as before, never shall help you mercy. How strange or odd somehow I bear myself. To hear perchance think shall means to put an disposition on, that you, at such time seeing me, shall not by any ambiguous giving out notes that you know aught of me. So this do swear, so grace and mercy that you both me shall have.
Swear.
Rest, perturbed spirit. So, gentlemen, with my love I do commend thee to you. And what so poor a man as Hamlet is, may do to express his love and friending to you. God willing shall not lack. Let us go in together and pray your fingers on your lips, I pray. The time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite, that was ever born to set it right.
How now, Ophelia? What's the matter?
Oh, my lord, I've been so frightened.
With what in the name of God?
My lord, as I was sewing in my closet, Lord Hamlet, with his doubled embrace, his doubled embrace, pale as a shirt, his knees knocking together, it looked so piteous and poor as if he had been loosed out of hell to speak horrors, he comes before me.
Mad for thy love?
My lord, I do not know, but surely I do fear it.
What said he?
He took me by the wrist and held me hard. Then goes he to length of all his arm, and with his other hand thus over his brow, he falls to such perusal of my face. As for the drum, that does, he lets me go, and with his head turned over his shoulder, he seems to find his way without his eyes, or out of doors without their helps, and to no last been delight of me.
Come, go with me. I'll go seek the king. This is the very ecstasy of love whose violent properties foredoes itself. What? Have you given him any hard words of late?
No, my good lord, I did just as you commanded. I repelled his letters, I denied his access to me.
That has made him mad. I'm sorry that I did not with better heed and judgment coat him. I did fear he did but trifle and meant to wreck thee. Come, going to the king. This must be known, which being kept close might move more grief to hide than hate to utter love.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover, didn't need much long to see you. The need we had to use you did provoke our hasty sending. Something have you heard of Hamlet's transformation, we call it, since the exterior nor the interior man resembles that it was. What it should be more than his father's death that hath thus put him so much from the understanding of himself, I cannot dream of. I entreat you both to vouchsafe your rest here in our court some little time, so by your companies to draw on to pleasures, and to gather so much from occasion you may glean, whether aught unknown to us afflicts him thus, that open lies within our remedy.
Both, your majesties, might, by the sovereign power you have of us, put your joint pleasures more to command than to entreaty.
But we both obey and give up ourselves in the true faith and fully at your feet to be at your service and commanded.
Thanks, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz.
My lord, I think, or else this friend of mine hunts not the trail of policy so sure as it hath used to do, that I have found the cause of Lord Hamlet's lunacy.
Oh, speak of that. That I do much long to hear. He tells me, my dear Gertrude, that he hath found the head and source of all your sons' distemper.
I doubt it is no other but the main. His fall was death in our over-hasty marriage.
My liege, and madam, to expostulate. Why, what majesty should be, what duty is, why time is time, day is day, night is night, we're nothing but to waste night, day, and time. Thus, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limb and outer flourishes, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad call I it. For what is to define true madness, but to be nothing else but mad? But let that go.
More matter with less art.
Madam, I swear, I use no art at all. That he is mad, 'tis true, 'tis pity, and pity 'tis true. A foolish figure. Mad, let us call him then. And now, we must find the cause of this effect, or rather the cause of this defect. For this effect, defective comes by cause. Thus it remains, and the remainder thus. Her pen. I have a daughter, half while she is mine, who in her duty and obedience, Mark hath given me this. Gather and surmise. To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified Ophelia. That's an ill phrase. Beautified is a vile phrase, but you shall hear thus. In her excellent white bosom, these, etc.
Come this from Hamlet to her.
Good madam, stay a while. I will be faithful. Doubt thou the stars of fire, doubt the sun doth move, doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love, oh dear Ophelia. I am ill at these numbers. I have not the art to reckon my groans, but that I love thee best, oh most best. Believe it. Adieu, thine evermore most dear lady, whilst this machine is to him, Hamlet. This in her obedience hath my daughter given to me. And he has fallen out. He fell into a sadness. And his solicitings have all fallen on mine ear.
How hath she received his love?
I did go round to her. And these precepts I gave, well, no. And I said, Lord Hamlet is a prince, out of thy star. This must not be. Then precepts I gave her, to lock herself from his resort, to admit no messengers, receive no tokens. This done, she took the fruits of my advice, and he fell into a sadness, thence into a watch, thence into a weakness, thence into a lightness, and by this declension into the madness where now he raves and we all long mourn for.
Do you think 'tis this?
It may be very like.
No, maybe try it further.
You know, sometimes he walks for hours together here in the lobby.
He does so indeed.
At such time, I will loose my daughter to him. Be we behind the arras. If he love her not, and be not from reason fallen thereon, let me be no assistant for a state, but keep a farm and carters.
We will try it.
But look, what a sad thing. Look, marriage comes reading.
Away, I do beseech you, away. I'll board him presently. Oh, give me leave. How does my Lord Hamlet?
Well, God of mercy.
Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent well. You are a fishmonger.
Not I, my lord.
Then I believe you were so honest a man.
Honest, my lord?
Aye, sir. To be honest, as this world goes, is to be one man picked out of 10,000.
'Tis true, my lord.
For if the sun, 3 maggots and a dead dog being a good kissing carrion, have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, But as your daughter may concede, friend, look to it.
How say you by that? Still harping on my daughter. And yet, he knew me not. At first, he thought I was a fishmonger. Aye, he is far gone. And yet, I suffered such extremities for love very near this in my youth. I will speak with him again. What do you read, my lord?
Words, words, words.
If this be madness, there be method in it. I will seek a meeting between he and her. My lord, I will take my leave of you.
You cannot take anything from me. I am more willingly part with all, except my life, except my life, except my life.
Farewell, my lord.
These tedious old fools.
My honored lord.
My most dear lord.
Ah, excellent good lads. How dost thou, good and stern? Ha, Rosencrantz, good friends, how do you both?
As the indifferent children of the earth.
Happy in that we are not overly happy. Fortune's kept we are not the very button.
Nor the soul of pursuit.
Neither, my lord.
What have you two friends deserved of the good hands of fortune that she sent you to prison hither?
Risen, my lord?
Denmark's a prison.
So then there's a world one.
A goodly one in which there are many confines, wards, and dungeons. Denmark's being one of the worst.
We think not so, my lord.
Why then 'tis none to you. There's nothing neither good or bad, but thinking makes it so. To me, it is a prison.
Why then your ambition makes it one. 'Tis too narrow for your mind.
Oh God, I could be found in a nutshell and count myself the king of infinite space. But out of the beaten way of friendship, what makes you the Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord, no other occasion.
Were you two not sent for? Come, deal justly with me.
What shall we say, my lord?
Anything but to the purpose. I know the good king and queen is sent for you,
But to what end, my lord?
that you must teach me. Be even and direct, whether you were sent for or not.
What say you?
That I have an eye of you. If you love me, hold not off.
My lord, who are sent for.
I will tell you what. So shall my anticipation should prevent your discovery and your secrecy to the king and queen mold no feather. I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all customs of exercises. It goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory. This most excellent firmament, this most majestical roof, fretted with golden fire, why it appeared to me nothing but a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What piece of work is a man? How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, in form, in moving, how express and admirable in action, how like an angel of apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. But yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delikes not me, nor women neither, though by your smiling you do seem to say so.
My lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts.
Then why did you laugh then when I said man delikes not me?
But to think, my lord, if you delight not in man, what into entertainment the players shall receive from you? We caught them on the way, and hither are they coming to offer you service. Those who were wont to take such delight in the tragedians of the city.
There are the players.
Gentlemen, you are welcome to Elsinore. Your hands, come in. The welcome of the impertinence of welcome is fashion and ceremony. So you are welcome, but my uncle, father, and mother of the seat.
And what, my dear lord?
I am but mad northwest. When the wind is southerly, I know a hawk from a handsaw.
Well be with you, gentlemen.
I prophesy he comes to talk of the players' market. 'Twas a Monday morning, right you were indeed.
My lord, I have news to tell you. The actors have come hither, my lord.
Buzz. Masters, you are welcome. I'm glad to see thee well. Masters, you are welcome. We'll have speech straight. We'll lean to it like French falconers, by anything we'll see. We'll have that speech tomorrow. Come, give us a taste, a quality, a passionate speech.
What speech, my good lord?
I heard thee speaking a speech once. 'Twas Aeneas' tale of Dido, thereabout when especially he speaks of Priam slaughter. If it live in your memory, begin at this line. Let me see. The rugged Pyrrhus, whose sable arms, black as his purpose, did the knight resemble when he laid couched in the arm of his horse. Now that hath the dread and black complexion smeared with heraldry more dismal, head to foot, now is he, total ghouls, horribly tricked, with blood of fathers, mothers, daughters, sons, with eyes like carbuncles, the hellish Pyrrhus, grandsire Priam ceased. So proceed you.
For God, my lord, well spoken, with good accent and good discretion.
Anon, he finds himself trying to destroy the Greeks. His antique sword, rebellious to his arm, lies where it falls. Repugnant to any command, an equal match. Power supreme drives and the race strikes wide, but with the whiff and the wind of the spell sword. An under-father falls after Pyrrhus' claws. Aroused vengeance sets anew at work, but never did the Cyclops' hammer fall. For Mars' armor forged for proof in turn, with less remorse on Pyrrhus' bleeding sword that now falls from Priam.
Say on the Hecuba.
If the gods themselves to see her watch saw Pyrrhus make malicious sport, with the mincing of the sword, her husband's limbs, the instant burst of clamor that she made, unless things mortal moved them not at all, would have made melt the burning eyes of heaven and passion of the gods.
Look where he does turn his color, with tears in his eyes. Prithee, no more.
'Tis well. Good, my lord. Will you see these players well bestowed? Do you hear? Let them be well used, for they are the abstract and brief chronicles of the time. After your death, you better have a bad epitaph than their ill report while you live.
Yes, my lord.
Follow him, friends. We will hear a play tomorrow. Dost thou hear me, old friend? Can you play the mother of Gonzaga?
Aye, my lord.
We'll have tomorrow night. You can for me study a speech of some dozen lines or 16 lines, which then I can set down and insert it. Could you not?
Aye, my lord.
Very well. Follow that, Lord, but look you mock him not.
Yes, my lord.
So friends, I will leave you till night. You are welcome to Elsinore.
Good, my lord.
So goodbye to you. Now I am alone. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I. Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul so to his own conceit, that from all her working visage drawn, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice, and his whole form suiting with form to his own conceit. And for nothing! For Hecuba! What is Hecuba to him, or he to Hecuba, that he should weep for her? What would he do had he the motive and the cue for passion that I have? He would drown the stage in tears, cleave the general ear with a horrid speech, make mad the guilty, appall the free, confound the ignorant, and amaze indeed the very faculties of eyes and ears. Yet I, a dull and muddy metal rascal peep like John and dreams I'm pregnant of my cause, and say nothing, no, not for a king, upon whose property in most dear life a damn defeat was made. Am I a coward? About my brains. About my brains. I'll have the players play something like the murder of my father before my uncle. I'll observe his looks. I'll tempt him to the quick. If it do blench, I know my course. The spirit that I have seen may be a devil, and the devil hath the power to assume a pleasing shape, and yea, perhaps out of my weakness and melancholy, abuses me to damn me. I'll have brows more relative than this. The place, the thing, wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
And can you by no drift in conference get from him why he puts on this confusion, grading so harshly all his days of quiet with turbulent and dangerous lunacy?
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but for what cause the will by no means speak?
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded. With crafty manners keeps aloof when you bring him on to his true confession, his true state.
Did he receive you well?
Most like a gentleman.
With much portion of his great disposition.
Did you assign him to any pastime?
Man, it so fell out that certain players wheel rotted away, at least we told him, and there did seem in him a kind of joy. To hear of it, they are here about the court, and as I think they have already been ordered this night to play before him.
'Tis most true, and he did beseech me to entreat your majesties to both see and hear the matter.
Oh, with all my heart, and the doth must content me to hear him so inclined. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge to drive his purpose into these delights.
We shall, my lord.
Sweet Gertrude, leave us two, for we have closely sent for Hamlet hither, that he, and 'twere by accident, may hear front Ophelia.
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. And so shall I hope your virtues will bring him to his wonted ways again, to both your honors.
Madam, I wish it may.
Ophelia, walk you here. Gracious, we shall bestow ourselves. Read on this book. I hear him coming. Let us withdraw, my lord.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of an outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing in them, to die, to sleep, no more. And by a sleep, to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, when dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would suffer the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pains of a disprized love, the loss delayed, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might as quiet as make with a bare body? Who would thought bear to run and sweat under a weary life? That the dread of something after death, that undiscovered country from whose bourne no travel returns, puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills we have than to fly to others that we know not of. Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus The native hue of resolution is simply over for the pale cast of thought, with enterprises of great pith and moment. With their regards, their currents turn awry and lose their name of action. The soft you natural. The fair Ophelia, nymph of thy origins, be all my sins remembered.
Good, my lord. How does your honor do this day?
I humbly thank you. Well.
I have remembrances of yours that a long to deliver. I pray you receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My lord, you know right well you did.
Are you honest?
My lord.
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
I did love you once.
Indeed, you made me believe so.
I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thy ways to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent honest, but I would accuse myself of such things that would be better if my mother had not borne me. We are errant names, believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery go, and quickly to farewell.
Heavenly powers restore me!
Go to no more aught! It hath made me mad. I say we will have no more marriage. Those that are married already, well, all but one, shall live, and the rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery go.
Oh, what a noble mind is here overthrown! The courtiers, soldiers, scholars, eyes, tongue, sword! The expectation and rose of the fair state! The glass of fashion and most of form! Observed of all observers! Lights down! And died of a ladies most dejected and wretched that sucked the honey of his music vows! Now see that most noble sovereign reason, like sweet bells jingled in the head of time, out of harsh. The unmatched form of stature and the blown youth. Oh, woe is me, to have seen what I've seen, seen what I've seen.
Love, his affections do not that way intend, nor what he spake was not like madness. There's something in his soul over which his melancholy sits unbrewed, and I do doubt the hat can disclose will be some danger. Which for to prevent, I have in quick determination thus set it down. He shall, with speed, to England for the demand of a neglected tribute.
It shall do well, my lord. And yet, I do believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprung from neglected love. How now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what Lord Hamlet said. We heard it all. Do as you choose, your majesty. To England send him, or confine him where best thou wisdom seeks.
It shall be so. Madness and great ones must not unwatched go.
Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounce it to you trippingly on the tongue. Suit the action to the word to the action, with this special observance, that you o'erstep not with the modesty of nature, that anything so o'erdone is out of the purpose of pain. Whose in both at the first and now was and is, to hold as 'twere a mirror up to nature, to show virtue her own feature, scorn her own image, and the very age and body of the time and form and fist pressure. Now, if this come overdone, or come tardy off. How now, my lord? Will the king hear this piece of work?
And the queen too, and presently.
Go make yourselves ready. Bid the players make haste. Well, Horatio!
Here, sweet Lord, at your service.
There is a play tonight before the king. One scene of it comes near the circumstance of which I have told thee of my father's death. I pray thee, if thou seest the act afoot, even with the very comments of thy soul, observe my uncle. If his occulted guilt do not impel within one speech, then it is a damn ghost we have seen, and my imaginations are as false as Vulcan's city. Give him his full note, for I mine eyes will rivet to his face, and after we both in judgment we will join in this sensuous scene.
Well, my lord, if a still off the wild sisters plain and escape detecting, I'll pay that.
Here comes the play. I must get out. Get you a place.
There's our cousin Hamlet.
Excellent in faith. Be the players ready?
Aye, my lord, they stay upon your patience.
Come hither, Hamlet. Sit by me.
Oh no, then, mother. Here's a little more attractive.
Oh, do you mark that?
Lady, shall I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean, my head in your lap.
Aye, my lord.
Do you think I'm in country matters?
I think nothing, my lord.
For us in our tragedy, stooping to your clemency, hearing to your patient, begging to hearingly.
What is this? A prologue or a posy of a ring?
'Tis brief, my lord.
As woman's love.
Full 30 times had Phoebus' car gone round, and Neptune's salt wash Talus all brown. And 30 dozen moons who borrowed shooting about the world have times 1230's been. Since love for hearts and hymen their hands unite communal, no sacred bands.
So many journeys may the silent moon again or ere we count and be done. But woe is me, you are sick of late, so far from cheer in your former state.
Faith, I must leave thee, loving shortly too. My opera and power functions lead to do. And thou shalt live in the fair world behind, honored, beloved, happy, and one's kind. For husband shall thou.
Oh, confound the rest. Such love must needs be treason in thy breast. In second husband let me be accursed. None who had the second who killed the first.
That's wormwood.
The instances of second marriage move are base respects of thrift for men alone. The first time I kills my husband dead, one second husband kills me in bed.
I do believe you think, but now you speak. But what we do, determine, off we break.
Both here and hence, lest the event of strife. If once I be a widow, ever I be a wife.
If she should break it now.
'Tis deeply sworn, sweet, leave me here a while. My spirits grow dull, and the fame would get God. The tedious day would sleep.
Sleep rock thy brain, and never mischance between us twain.
Madam, how like you this way?
The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
Oh, but she'll keep her word.
Have you heard the argument? Is there no offense in it?
No, they do but jest. Poison in your chest. No offense in the world.
What do you call the play?
The mousetrap. 'Tis a knavish piece of work. But of that, your majesty, and we that have free souls, it touches us not. Let the gall jade blench. Our withers are unwrung.
Thoughts black, hands zapped, drugs fitted, time green, Confederate season, no storm creatures seen, no rank mixture mixed, of midnight weeds collected, where hate had banned twice blasted, twice infected, with thy night dire magic, of wholesome life whispered immediately.
Voices him at the part of his estate. His name's Gonzago. You shall see anon how the murderer gets the love of Gonzago's wife.
The king grabs us!
Yes, my lord! Give order, play!
Give me some light. Wait.
Lights! Lights! Lights!
Oh, good, Horatio. I'll take the ghost's word for 1,000 pounds. Disperceive?
I very well did, my lord.
Upon the talk of poisoning?
I very well did note it.
Good my lord, thou say me a word with you.
Sir, a whole history.
The king, sir,
Aye, sir, will tell me.
is in retirement, marvelous, distempered. The queen, your mother, the light of spirits has sent me to you.
She says your behavior had struck her into amazement and admiration.
Oh, wonderful son, like a so astonish his mother. But is there no sequel at the heels of his mother's admiration? In part.
She desires to speak with you in her closet ere you go to bed.
We will follow, were she 10 times our mother. But have you any further trade with us?
My lord, you once did love me.
And still do by these pickers and stealers.
Good, my lord. What is the cause for your distemper? You do surely bar the door upon your own liberty if you deny your griefs to your friend.
The recorders. Let me see one. Why do you go about to recover the wind of me as if you were to drag me into a toil?
Oh my lord, if my duty be too bold, my love is to unmarry.
I do not well understand that. Will you play upon this pipe?
Lord, I cannot.
I pray you.
Believe me, I cannot.
I do beseech you. It is as easy as lying. Look, here are the stops.
But these command I cannot. And I've heard it. No harmony, not the skills.
Why, look you there. How unworthy a thing you make of me. You would seem to know my stops. You will play upon me. You can sound me from the lowest note to the top of my compass. There is much music, excellent voice in this little organ, and yet you cannot make it speak. Splud. Do you think I'm easier to be played on than a pipe? Call me what instrument you will. Though you fret me, yet you cannot play upon me. God bless you, sir.
My lord, the queen would speak with you in presently.
Do you see yonder cloud that is almost like the shape of a camel?
By the mass, 'tis like a camel indeed.
Methinks it is like a whale.
Very like a whale.
We will come by and by. They pull me to the top of my bench. I will come by and by.
I will say so.
Leave me, friends. Tis now the witching time of night, when churchyards yawn, and hell itself could breathe contagion out to the world. Now could I drink hot blood, and do such bitter business as day would quake to look on. Soft now to my mother. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. I will speak daggers to her, but use none.
I like him not, nor does it stand as safe with us to let his madness range. Therefore, prepare you. I, your commission, forthwith will dispatch, and he to England shall along with you.
Most holy and religious spirit is to keep these bodies safe, to live and feed upon your majesty.
Arm you, I pray you to this speedy voyage, for we will feathers put upon this fear that goes too free-footed.
We will haste us.
My lord, he goes to his mother's closet. I will behind the arras bestow myself to hear the matter. I warrant you she'll lay him home. I will come to you ere you go to bed to tell you what I know.
Thanks, dear my lord. hath the primal eldest curse upon it. My brother's murder. Pray, I cannot. For I am still possessed of those effects for which I did the murder. My crown, my own ambition, and my queen. May one be pardoned and still retain the offense? Try what repentance can. What can it not? Yet what can it when one cannot repent? Oh, wretched state. Bosom black as death. Oh, blind soul that, struggling to be free, art more engaged. Help, angels, make us say. Foul, stubborn knees, and heart with strings of steel, be soft as snooze of a newborn babe. All may be well.
Now might I do it, Pat. Now he is afraid. And now I'll do it. And so he goes to heaven. And so I am revenged. That would be scammed. A villain that killed my father, and for that I, his sole son, must do the same, send villain to heaven. Oh, this is higher than salary, not revenge. No. Upsword, know that more horrid hint. When he is drunk asleep, or in his rage, or in the incestuous pleasures of his bed, then trip him that his heels may kick up at heaven, and his soul may be as damp and black as hell whereto it goes. My mother stays, but this physic prolongs my saintly days.
My words fly up, my thoughts remain below. Words without thought never to heaven go.
He will come straight with you. Look you lay him home. Pray you be round with him.
I warned you. Fear me not. Withdraw, I hear him coming.
Mother!
What now, Mother?